What's going on, everybody? KingofDragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Metacom Toys Mafex, the Joker from Batman Hush. And so here we have the Mafex Hush Joker posing out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually run through his accessories really fast. The Joker does come with two different head sculpts. He does come with a smiling head sculpt. And then we do get a maniacal laughter head sculpt. He also does come with several sets of hands. We come with a relaxed grip hands, a set of fists, a pair of hands for holding the knife, a pair of hands that are splayed out, a pair of hands where he's doing the finger bang, and then we have a pair of hands for holding a gun. He does come with a knife, which does fit in his knife wielding hand. However, that's all Joker comes with. They actually omitted the gun from this set because according to Warner Brothers, guns bad, but knives are okay, I guess. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually take a closer look at the Hush Joker. And so here we have a look at the Hush version of the Joker, and they did a very nice job of capturing the look of the Joker from the Hush graphic novel. This is a very maniacal looking Joker, and I think it's one of Mafex's best looking Jokers that they've released. They haven't really released too many, but this is actually my favorite one at the moment. Despite the fact The Dark Knight Returns is my favorite, this one has a lot going on for it, and it looks very sinister. I do like it. They did a fantastic job just doing the undershading under his eyes, which does bring out his eyes that much better, and I love the shading right here that they did in his wrinkles. This has a very sinister look, and Jim Lee did a very good job when designing this Joker. He has that really nice narrow profile that we would expect out of the Joker, and then he has that long Joker nose. Really do like the smile he has on him, and like I said at the beginning, he does come with this head sculpt, which is just perfect. I love this head sculpt. I think this is the head I'm going to have mine displayed with, but they're both really nice head sculpts. I really can't find a problem with either one of them. Really do like the hair. They did a fantastic job sculpting that as well. Just the layering they did with it. It's just a really good head sculpt. You have to really have this figure in hand to appreciate how nice this Joker head really is. So moving on to the rest of his outfit, it's a very simple costume, but it works for the Joker. He is wearing his purple suit, although it's more of an indigo color here. In my studio it does look a little bit indigo, but under normal lights it is a purple. He has an orange flower right here, which again, my harsh lights don't do a good job of showing the two different oranges that they used in it. You can see he does have his tie right here done in a nice green plastic. We have his yellow undershirt followed by his green vest, and then of course we do have his jacket, which looks really nice. I do like it. It is a soft material, so it will get out of the way when you are posing him around, and it's just very nice. I do like this version of the Joker. You can see that they do have two pouches right here on either side, and then a button there. They did a really good job sculpting this figure, despite the fact he's wearing a suit. They did a very nice job with it, and there is some shading throughout the figure. You can see some darker shades of purple, which you really don't see that unless you get it under harsher lights, but it's a really nice little detail that I am a fan of. You can see he does have the cuffs right here, which look really nice. They're done in a very distinct silver, which does break up the purple and yellow that we see here. And one thing I do like is that his shirt cuff comes out of his jacket cuff, so that's a really nice little detail. Then we do have his traditional Joker style gloves, which look very nice. Having a look at his pants, are the exact same shade as his jacket, which I have no problem with, and they do continue that shading going all the way down to his shoes, where we do see he is wearing the spats. We can see he has the shoes right here done in a very nice glossy black, and then we have the white spats on him, looking very snazzy there. Joker always styles and profiles, which I really do like. And one thing I really do like is how his shoe kind of has this little taper to it where it goes up. That's a really nice little nod to the actual design, and that's pretty much how his costume was in Hush. So yeah, I think Mafex has nailed the look of the Joker, and they did a fantastic job with this figure, looking really snazzy in his suit. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get the Joker compared to other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have the Mafex Hush Joker posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have the Mafex Hush Joker posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 112 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. And so here we have the Mafex Hush Joker posed next to a Lightning Collection White Ranger and a Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And finally, here we do have the Joker posed next to the Mafex Batman and Catwoman. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually have a look at Joker's articulation. Now, he does have a dumbbell joint here at the head, which does let him look up to about that far, and he can't really look too far down because of how his chin connects with the tie right there. He does have some really nice head tilt there, although he does have a ball joint as well in the neck, so you can bypass that tie a little bit, but you really don't get too much more upwards movement, unfortunately. So we do have a butterfly joint here with the Joker, which does allow his arm to pull out to only about that far, which we've seen better on Mafex figures, but for a suit body, I guess it's acceptable. We can move that joint back in, and it is a ball socket, so you can see it does pivot down if you needed to, pivots up, so that really does work. Arm does hinge outward, no problem. Can do a full 360, although it is a little bit hindered by his coat here, so do be aware of that when rotating it, that you might run into some hindrance with the coat there. He does have a bicep swivel, which does work perfectly fine. Double bend at the elbow, only giving us a little bit past 90. We don't get a full bend that we've seen on other figures, which is a little bit unfortunate. He does have a ball hinge here at the wrist, which does pivot up and down. We can rotate that to have in and out swivel, if we can do that right. So yeah, in and out hinge right there. We do have a ball joint here at the mid-torso, which does rotate a little bit, does go forward and back to about right there. We do have another ball joint here at the waist, so you can see that does pivot down, pivots back, side to side, although you want to be careful because I'm noticing that the vest right here does have a tendency to get caught on his pants right here, so you got to watch out for his pants there. They are a rubber piece, so there is that, so they do get out of the way, but you'd want to watch out with snagging the vest on his pants. Legs do kick forward to about right there, which is acceptable. They kick back down, have a drop down hinge, and go out to about that far. Moving that back up, I've noticed that his tights, or his joints, are getting tighter the more I mess with them, so I might have to hit that with some lubricant just to loosen them up just a little bit. We do have a thigh swivel, which really doesn't work too well because of how his pant leg is sculpted. Does have a bend in the knee going to about that far. Also some slight rotation there and here, so there is that in case you want it. We do have a ball joint here at the ankle, but because of his cuff, unfortunately, it doesn't move all too well, and it does pivot side to side nicely and does rotate. And then we do get a very generous toe hinge. So overall, the Joker here has some pretty good articulation. Mine's just starting to lock up on me for some reason. I'm going to have to hit his joints with some lubricant because they are getting tighter, and tight joints normally result in breakage. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get the Joker pose for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the Mafex Hush Joker pose for my final thoughts, and overall I think Mafex has done another great job with one of their Hush figures. This Joker is done exceptionally well, and if I have one complaint about it, it's the gun. I have no idea why Warner Brothers and WB are against this anti-gun thing. It really doesn't make sense when you get down to it, because these are weapons that were used in the comic book, and I guess it's because of the modern day stigma behind guns, but honestly I don't think that's a good enough reason to start omitting them from figures. And it is getting really annoying when you see some figures with guns and then some without it, and then we get some space guns for characters that don't use space guns. It's very confusing, to be quite honest. But overall, Joker here is still an amazing figure, and I think Mafex has done a really good job capturing the look of the Joker from the Hush storyline. This is a very, very iconic Joker, and Mafex has done a really really good job of capturing the essence of this figure, or of this character, and bringing it into figure form, and I really do appreciate that. This is a very, very well done Joker, and if you're a fan of the Joker, you're really going to want this figure in your collection. He is probably one of the best Joker figures that I've ever seen, and he looks great, especially when you have him up against the other Hush characters. Now, this Joker just barely released, and he will run you about $70 if you were able to snag him on import websites. He will run you about $100 if you're buying him domestically, which thankfully I was able to order mine from HobbyLink Japan, where I only paid about $72 for him. Getting him shipped here was about $30, but I did ship him with other figures, so it did balance itself out eventually. This Joker is still available on HobbyLink Japan, and he's available for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store, so if you haven't already done so, definitely pre-order this figure. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other Mafex Hush videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.